The walls of Genoa City tremble with change. Rumors have swirled, whispers have grown louder, and now the truth is out. Steve Burton, the man who has brought Jason Morgan to life for decades, is stepping away from General Hospital. For fans, it's shocking. For the city itself, it's earth-shattering. And for those closest to him on set, it's deeply personal. Kelly Thiebaud, the actress who embodies Britt Westbourne, recently opened up about what it was like to be blindsided by Burton's exit. In an upcoming episode of Maurice Penard's State of Mind podcast, Thiebaud reveals the raw, unfiltered truth of her reaction. I was very shocked, she admits, her voice carrying a mixture of disbelief, sadness, and heartfelt honesty. Not the casual kind of shock you shake off after a moment, but the kind that stops you cold, that leaves your chest tight, and forces you to confront a sudden, unexpected reality. The moment she heard the news, she knew she couldn't leave it unspoken. She went to Burton directly, seeking answers, seeking clarity. I confronted Steve about it, and he gave me his reasons, she says. But even with understanding comes disappointment. I know what that feels like, but the other side of that is I feel let down. I thought we had time together. Pause. There's that weight, the quiet echo of unfinished stories, of scenes left unfilmed, of moments between Jason and Britt that will now live only in memory. There's heartbreak in her words, and it's palpable. It's been really hard, Thiebaud continues. I'm sad that he's leaving, and yet, even in her grief, there is grace, respect for Burton's life choices, for the personal journey that he must take beyond the set. He's gotta go live his life, and I wish him nothing but the best, she says softly, a sincerity that resonates far beyond the studio walls. Even as she speaks of sadness, Thiebaud affirms her love for Burton, her connection to their shared work, and her understanding that sometimes stepping away is necessary. You've got to go when you feel the need to go, she reflects, a truth both heartbreaking and liberating. The moment her comments hit, social media erupted. Fans debated, analyzed, and speculated. Some understood her disappointment, empathizing with the void Burton's exit leaves in Britt and Jason's love story. Others questioned her tone, suggesting that her reflection centered too much on personal feelings rather than celebrating Burton's choice. The responses were mixed, heated, emotional, just like Genoa City itself. And now, with Burton gone, the story moves forward. Jason and Britt's love story, the anchor of so many arcs, the heartbeat of Genoa City's romance, faces its most daunting challenge yet. Britt, alone in her apartment, walks through the empty spaces Jason once filled. The silence is deafening. Every object, every corner carries the ghost of moments they shared. And like Thiebaud, Britt feels the sting of unexpected absence. The love between Jason and Britt has always been tested by secrets, by rivalries, by danger, but this is different. It's not an enemy, not a scheme, it's the uncertainty of absence, the haunting question of whether love can endure when one half of it disappears. Every glance, every paused breath, every quiet tear brings that tension into focus. Around her, Genoa City itself reacts. Conversations carry double meanings, alliances are tested, secrets threaten to surface. Every character feels the ripple effect, even those who have nothing directly to do with Jason and Britt. In a city built on intrigue, the absence of one person can spark a cascade of tension, betrayal, and heartbreak. Yet amid the chaos, there's beauty. Britt's moments of reflection, the quiet walks through the city at dusk, the flickering streetlights reflecting her inner turmoil, all cinematic, all deeply human. Her struggle mirrors Thiebaud's own behind-the-scenes honesty. Heartbreak, yes, but also grace, acceptance, and a stubborn glimmer of hope. Burton has promised a return this summer. That promise hangs in the air, a fragile, tantalizing possibility. The question is no longer if Jason and Britt will reunite, but how. Their love must navigate the storms of absence, misunderstanding, and the ever-changing landscape of Genoa City. And as they face these challenges, every moment between them, every conversation, every unspoken look carries the weight of emotional consequence. Thiebaud's candidness reminds us that the stories we watch are fueled by real emotions. Actors leave, scenes are cut, yet the raw honesty, the laughter, the heartbreak, the love translates to every viewer. It's more than performance, it's a shared human experience. And drama is coming. Jason and Britt will face obstacles they never expected. Old wounds reopening, new secrets unraveling, and emotional tests that will push them to their limits. Every choice matters. Every tear, every confrontation, every fleeting hope becomes amplified. And for fans, the suspense is palpable. What will survive the upheaval and what will shatter in the storm? Genoa City itself becomes a character, alive and reactive, reflecting the tension, heartbreak, and fragile hope of those who dwell within it. And through it all, the pulse of Thiebaud's honesty underscores every beat. Loss and love are inseparable, absence and presence coexist, and life both on and off the screen is profoundly human. General Hospital spoilers reveal that Kelly Thiebaud recently divulged what really happened behind the scenes after Steve Burton announced his exit. Thiebaud was blindsided by Burton's decision, so she spilled her true feelings on it in a new interview. TV Insider released an early clip from Maurice Benard's State of Mind podcast, which features Thiebaud as a guest in the upcoming February 22nd episode. In that clip, Thiebaud made some big admissions about how she felt about Burton's departure. After Kelly Thiebaud said she was very shocked when she learned Steve Burton's exit plan, she also confessed that she went to Burton and pushed for an explanation. So I confronted Steve about it and he gave me his reasons. I know what that feels like, but the other side of that is I feel let down. I thought we had time together, Thiebaud said. Thiebaud went on to say that it'd been really hard and that she was sad that Burton was leaving. That said, Thiebaud also respected the fact that Burton had more important things going on than work and needed this personal time. He's got to go live his life and I wish him nothing but the best, Thiebaud said. Although Thiebaud insisted she loved Burton and that she'd miss him terribly, she understood that you've got to go when you feel the need to go. Of course, social media erupted over Kelly Thiebaud's comments. There was definitely a mixed reaction to Thiebaud's true feelings on the matter. Some fans understood why Thiebaud would feel disappointed considering how this will affect Britt's love story with Jason. Other fans seemingly thought Thiebaud was making it all about her and felt her tone about the whole thing was strange. Although Steve Burton claims he is coming back in the summer, there was a sense of finality to Thiebaud's statements about him. It raises doubts about Burton's long-term future at GH since Thiebaud made it seem like his departure was the end of the world. Regardless, General Hospital spoilers say Jason and Britt's love story is about to be derailed in a big way, so stick with us for more news on what's ahead. So as Genoa City braces for change, as Jason and Britt navigate uncertainty, and as fans cling to every whispered promise, one thing is clear: the story isn't over. The drama, the heartbreak, the love, and the hope all are alive, vibrant, and inevitable. And through it all, the emotions of those who tell the story both on screen and off remind us why we watch, why we care, and why even in absence, love continues to endure. This is General Hospital, a city of heartache, of passion, of stories that never truly end. And in the midst of it all, the journey of Jason and Britt is just beginning.